如果我告诉你，在 Orange County 最了解亚裔社区的人之一是一位来自香港的华人女性，你会不会好奇她的故事？她是如何从一名新移民一步步走进 Orange County 政府核心团队，并成为连接政府与社区的重要桥梁？今天我们专访 Orange County 县长特别助理 Shally Wong， 一起了解这位华人女性如何用坚持、奉献与领导力书写属于自己的美国梦。
Shally, it's so honored to have you for the interview. If someone told you 30 years ago, when you first arrived in the United States from Hong Kong, that one day you would become the special assistant to the mayor of Orange County, would you have believed it?
Probably not. When I first arrived in Orlando, you are talking about 35 years ago. At that time, the community is very small. The Asian community probably is around 3%. Right now, 35 years later, we are actually the largest Asian American population in the whole Florida. So we have almost 90,000 people, around 7% of the population. So I wouldn't think that back then, especially the career is very limited. The people, the selection of what they're going to do was totally different from now. Usually they concentrate on small business, supermarket, restaurant, or dry clean. Right now, you will see a lot more people get into the public sectors, even running for office. So I really think it's really a whole new, different era compared to that. So I think it's really go to the next generation that we have here. They have more choices. So I'm glad to see that.
Was there ever a moment when you feel you might not truly fit into the American society, and how did you overcome these challenges?
Yes, certainly. When I first arrived in Orlando, I was from Hong Kong. I still remember there was having a very popular song in Cantonese describing immigrants like second-class citizens. That stuck in my mind. So I will always think that I may not be enough to contribute to the society. I will always keep my head down. Not until I graduate in UCF. I felt that I represented the whole entire Chinese community for some reasons. So I became very mindful to what I talk, what I do, how I carry myself. So I think that really make a difference. And also that's the reason why I established a nonprofit 20 years ago to really want to encourage people to embrace their culture. I'm a very proud Chinese American, and I do not like to see others look down on our community just because of some misconceptions or stereotype. So I truly believe having a magazine or a channel for us to express or share our culture is very important. The education can really bring the people together to really combat any stereotype discrimination. That was me. I started that 20 years ago.
Many people know your title, but very few know what your work actually looks like. What does a typical day as a special assistant to mayor look like?
Very good question. I always tell people I love my job, and I sincerely believe that I can represent the community and also being a liaison as a bridge. My day-to-day job is pretty much present the county initiative program to the community. I attend events, many Asian community events on behalf of the mayors, come up different program and initiative that the community like to see. So that is pretty important. I still recall when I first interview with the mayor 7 years ago, I told him that I really appreciate you want me to be a special assistant. You want to serve the Asian community. But that is something that I truly believe. If we can do that and coming together for that, we will have a more inclusive society, especially for the next generation.
Looking back on your career, was there any moment you realized that your work was making a difference in people's lives in the community?
Yes, definitely. I can recall the last 7 years, I was able to bring in different program initiative that is like the first ever in the county, such as Orange County Diwali, celebrate the Indian New Year. We participate in Lunar New Year parade, and also the Asian American month events that all matters to the community. But one thing I think is very rewarding is the trust that I earned in the community. So I receive quite a bit inquiry or calls when people facing their own challenge, such as a little different work injustice or feel discriminated. I always be able to talk to them, bring them resources, even though I may not be able to resolve everything that I see, but at least having someone to listen to them, to let them know you're not alone, I think that means a lot.
Over the years, you've witnessed the growth of Asian American community in Central Florida. So what changes impressed you the most, and what role do you hope the Chinese community to play in the future?
Yes, that's definitely is a change. I think a lot of people see it, and we all feel it. Our population grow. We have a lot of people moved from New York and California. We involve in a really different stage. I see a lot more people coming forward to represent them. Just like you have a channel to kind of report more Chinese American, it's already a big change. Of course, we need a lot more work to do to collaborate. I really hope that our community can get with or contact or connected with the mainstream. I think collaboration is needed. So I really love to see more people coming forward. Depending on your vision, your mission, we can all come together and focus on our common needs. So I'm glad I can be able to be a liaison and have a way to unite the community.
Mm-hmm. Many people often talk about the American dream. What does it mean to you today after everything you've experienced?
Yes, you talk about dreams. I do have that record when I have found the Asia Trend magazine 20 years ago. I am a very proud Chinese American, and I love my culture a lot. I still remember I have to, thanks to my mom, keep my culture really tight. I remember we always celebrate Chinese New Year, Dunwu Festival, Moon Festival. So I love to see this happening here too. I do not need to travel 8,000 miles back to my hometown to experience that. Talk about food, the cuisines, we love to see that. But 35 years ago, we're nothing close to things that we like, right? So I hope that by having the magazine, we can educate more people about our culture so that we can enjoy our lifestyle here. We can both enjoy East or West culture. So I think that is my dream. Yeah.
If a young Chinese immigrant girl sitting in front of you and dreaming about building a new life in America, what would you like to say to her?
Oh, definitely. I will tell them, go for it. Embrace it, embrace both culture. I think if you are proud to your culture, you can always get the best of both. I think that is the best way to achieve your dream. That is the reason I take my job very seriously and hope that we can make some positive change to the society, and especially diversity now. You were talking about that. I think the second part is more important, is bringing people together to appreciate each other.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today and everything you've done for our community.
每个人心中都有属于自己的美国梦， Shally Wong 的故事告诉我们，真正的梦想不只是改变自己的命运，更是在实现个人成长之后，继续服务社区，帮助他人，为下一代创造更多机会。这份责任与奉献，也许正是美国梦最动人的地方。